Toll of the road. What a high price we're paying for the privileges that motoring's given us. If some of you motorists must have thrills, please go to Brooklands or other places specially laid out for those possessed of the speed bug. Perhaps the most important point in driving at all times is the position of the car on the road. If the car is in its correct position, then other traffic... For instance, if a driver keeps on or near the crown of the road and refuses to allow faster traffic to pass, he endangers and inconveniences others. The overtaking driver may have a dart at it, thereby being guilty of cutting in or trying to pass on the near side. If the driver of the slower car would keep well over to the near side, no one would be endangered. When you want to pull out, it's so easy to signal with your hand or indicator. Following traffic then knows what you're going to do and acts accordingly. Watch the indicator. This man signals right and then turns left and asks for trouble. Now watch this driver. He signals right in good time before he actually turns and gradually gets to the center of the road before he alters his course. Similarly, if he's turning left, he signals so that following traffic may pass him and is careful not to get into the center of the road. So easy, isn't it? Driving's a whole-time business, and your mind must be kept on your job. If you must do this, don't make your date with a girl on a moving car. There's a time and place for all things, and the most romantic policeman won't like this conduct. Some drivers are always in a hurry. They'll even try to pass on a bend where they can't see oncoming traffic. Higher speed would have meant a nasty accident. The same type of driver will pass on the brow of a hill. He can't see what's coming, yet blinds over, heedless of the consequences. Take a tip. Don't do it. Yes, some people are always in a hurry. They blind over crossings as though they were the sole occupants of the road. They forget that such driving is dangerous to others as well as themselves. Surely it's much better to stop at the crossroads, take a good look both ways, and proceed only when the road is clear. Here's another chap in a hurry. Did you ever see such madness, trying to pass on a narrow bridge and without being able to see what's coming? It's over the top and the best of luck with this fool. Such a narrow humpback bridge should be taken slowly, keeping well into the left. Then there's the driver who accelerates downhill. He couldn't possibly pull up if there was a sudden obstruction. Why not take it slowly and let your engine be a brake instead of a motive power? It's safer and more comfortable. Selfish people often stop their cars opposite each other, completely blocking the road and nearly causing a crash. And now meet the thoughtless driver who not only parks on a bend but alights without looking, absolutely asking for trouble. Impatience is a bad fault. Why try to save seconds at the expense of lives? If you're held up by traffic lights, you must wait for a green, not start on the amber and endanger the cross traffic. The course of true love will never run smoothly if, when you see your best girl, you pull up suddenly. At best, it means discomfort to following traffic, at worst, a crash. These two will certainly have a rough course one day. The worst of all offenders is the road hog who cuts in and endangers at least 3 vehicles. Watch again. Time is not everything on the road, but safety is. It's safety first and safety all the time. Many main roads run through villages, and many villages are too attractive to rush through, so why not drive easily, keeping well to the left, so that on bends there is no danger either to oncoming traffic or to yourself. It's so much safer and more comfortable this way. Here's a useful tip when you have to reverse in a narrow lane with soft ground at the side. Don't back onto the soft ground because your rear wheels might spin. It's far better to go forward onto the soft ground and keep your driving wheels on the hard surface of the road. Now, supposing you want to reverse in a busy road, don't drive forward into a turning and back out into the main road. Drive past the turning and back into it. Then, after a good look both ways, you can proceed, facing the traffic. Parking is a serious problem these days, and often there's not much room to spare. The bad driver will try to get in between two cars like this, with the result that his tail is sticking out, to the inconvenience and danger of others. The correct way is to pass the space and back in, and with one further movement your car is safely parked. It's all so easy when you know. There are many more hints and tips which there isn't space here to show you. Driving's a whole-time job, demanding common sense, care and courtesy, and from the time you leave your garage to your return, please remember this. By the way, when you back into your garage, keep your right-hand wings just a few inches from the edge of the approach and door. The other side will look after itself. It's a tip that saves many a scratched wing.